Now we will do data simulation using Excel because to have a dashboard we need uh, transactional data, and transactional data are usually extracted from the transaction processing system. And as you know, none of the companies will provide us with a data for training. For this reason, we have to simulate data which is very similar to the real one. So what do? We usually create an Excel workbook. In the Excel, it will contain a set of sheets. We assume each of the sheets is a table. We create a different sheet for the gender, one for the age, another for employee, and another one for product, location, and those will be considered our dimension tables. So in the gender, I'll create gender ID and gender, one for female, two for male. For the age, I'll have age ID and age. One, let's assume the age is sliced less than 26, two between 26 30, three between 31 40, and then four between 41 50, five between 51 60, and six greater than 60. Then I create another sheet for the employee where we have EID and employee, where I have 7 employees. Each of the employees, I have his name. Also, I create another sheet for the product that contains product ID, the product, subcategory, category, and the product cost. So I'll have, for example, 20 different products. Their IDs ranges from 1 to 20. The product like Samsung belongs to subcategory of phones, and those phones relate to electronics. Okay, here we created electronics category, cosmetics, and office supplies, and in each of those we have subcategory and category, and we assumed a price for each, which is very realistic one. So you can get the price from the market and enter those here. We assume those are the products that we will do analytics for in the dashboard. And the company, as we said, we have many locations. So for each of the locations, we have to define the brand, city, and country. We assume we have 14 different locations. And we have countries Lebanon and United Arab Emirates. In Lebanon, we have Beirut, Bekaa, North, and Mountain, whereas in United Arab Emirates, we have Dubai and Abu Dhabi. And in Lebanon, we have Ashrafi in Beirut, Hamra, Bekaa, we have Zahlib, Albak, North, we have Tripoli, Ubayyad, and etc. etc. So how do we do that? Okay, we have to go to the Excel. We create an Excel, and in the Excel, it is called here sheet 1. Okay, what I can do for this, I can, like here, let's assume this is the gender. So I have to rename this as rename gender. I go here, we have GID, and here the other column is the gender. For the gender, let's assume one female and two we have male. Okay, and I press on plus to create the other sheet. Let's assume the other sheet is, we rename it as, let's assume the age. So in the age, we have AID, which is age ID, and we have the age slice here. Okay, we have one, let's assume less than 25, two between 20, 25 and 30, three between 31 and 40. Let's assume four between 41 and 50, and five, okay, greater than 50. Okay, and we do the other one, right click. Okay, this one rename, this one for will be for the product, and I create another one for location, and the last one, okay, also rename as employee. Okay, I prefer to have them in lowercase. In the product, if I go to the product, I have product ID, we have the product, we have subcategory, and I have cat, and I have P cost, which is the product cost. And then 1, 2, 3. So if you want 20, just okay, drag and drop this one to end up by having okay 20. Okay, so then I here for each one. Also, I'll do it for the location. Here I have location ID. We have the branch. And what do we have else? We have city and also country. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. And then I create the data here. Okay, for the employee, I have employee ID and employee. Let's assume I have 7 employees. Those are, and then I enter the information for each. Let me check. I already have the data somewhere.